Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Tortoise, the Tier 9 British tank destroyer. It's located on the south spawn of Erlenberg and it's under the command of heavy999. Well, this tank destroyer has a range of guns it can actually use. The top guns are 120mm and that's what heavy999 is using. 400 Alpha, 259mm pen with standard ammo. With the APCR, it goes through 326mm. It's an assault tank, basically. And the British actually originally designed the thing way back in 1943 to attack the Siegfried line. But by the time it was actually ready, the Siegfried line was no longer a problem. In fact, it wasn't a problem very shortly after, because 2 years after they designed it or started work on it, the war ended. There was 18 separate designs to make the Tortoise, and this one seems to be rather inactive at the moment. I think that's mainly because heavy999's waiting for things to develop. I would actually was communicating with somebody. Yes, there were a large number of designs, including the 87, 88 and all the other designs you actually see in between. It was designed by Nuffield and design number 8016 was approved, but the Tortoise was design number A39. It's got a Meteor engine capable of 650 brake horsepower, V12 petrol, torsion bar suspension and very, very thick armour on the front. In fact, 273mm of armour on the front in some places, 152 on the sides and 101 at the rear. In fact, actually the weak spot is that that cupola there. That's the machine gunner's the loader's cupola actually. Well, he also is a machine gunner. And yes, that's a weak spot. The armour there is slightly less thick, so you can penetrate it. Okay, well, it's got to the river. There's an enemy chieftain ahead, but I kind of get the feeling that he's waiting for something else to turn up. Aha, right, well, we've got a target now. It's an AMX M451. And we can see a few other tanks as well in the distance. Ooh, that Cranbarn stopped in the water for a moment and I wonder if he's in trouble. Heavy999's decided to cross at this point. And he's got across. That Object 283's gone over into that little alcove. And he's in a bit of trouble now because, yes, he's likely to get hit. Now, because this is an assault tank destroyer with the gun at the front, there's no turret, which means that obviously if something goes outside the arc, which is 20 degrees either side of the centre line, then they can't get their gun to bear. Well, he's fixed his track and he fires another round into the 283. One more shot and that guy's out the game. I mean, might be nice to get that AMX M451. The 283's gone round the corner for the moment. I think he's seeking the protection of that chieftain. Okay, well, he didn't go away. For that reason, he's out the game. Nothing really to shoot at the moment. In fact, if you're looking towards the castle, they've got a Rhino Sorrento and the Progetto 66 over there. It's a tier 10 game, and he's a tier 9 tank destroyer, which means every tier 10 that he hits, he's going to be earning extra XP. And that's going to help him towards the end of the game. So there's that Progetto. He's gone. The Rhino Sorrento is still there, though. And I think he was spotted by that M48 pattern over there. Hello. One round through his roof. The 342, it's a low roll. Get another shot. Nope, he's gone. The standard reload is 6.81 seconds, And we can see here that heavy999's got it down to 6.07. The game is still very even in that it's 4 tanks each. Ooh, now the chieftain moved down, took a swing at us and missed. There's not much to shoot at the moment. In the end, they actually only built a few Tortoise, or Tortoise, I suppose is the plural name for them. They actually built 2 to completion, and one of those is actually at the Tank Museum in Bovington, but the other one, well, we don't know where that one went. I seem to recall it went over to Germany, but they haven't found it since, so it's probably been used up as a range target, or it was taken apart. Okay, because he's going to be taking on that chieftain. He's decided premium ammo is needed. And oh, going swimming again. Or at least they'll have a clean Tortoise. Okay, Tortoise hung around, but he's in grave danger now. Yes, because these rounds will just tear straight through his armor. He's aiming for the hull. And another one. And now he's a one-shot. And there you go. And that is his second kill of the game. Ouch. That was a direct hit from an M53, M55. And there's 2 Arty on their team, a batch at 155, 55, and that M53, M55. So he could be on the receiving end of several shells from that direction. We're 2 down on the enemy now. And I think he's going to try and get round behind these houses to shoot at the Char Future 4. Either that or the T49. Oh, now that T49's managed to move a long way down. You can now see him. It's not far away. And the Arty's starting to fire in as well. The Strip 103B has managed to get into those tree line. Yeah, Charcoal Cure 4 managed to outwit our 121B, got in behind him, but the Char is one shot. Yeah, I think he's tempting us to come out so that the Strip can have a go at us. If we go around that corner. Forces him, and big mistake to draw out the game. Now the Striv is, oh, he's still there. He's just using that ridge line for cover. Again, I think he's actually he was trapped, and then the Arty hits us in the rear. Well, the score is still even, and there's still shells raining in. The thing about this tank destroyer is it's rather slow. 20 kilometers an hour is its maximum speed forward, and 10 in reverse. In the game, it actually does have a horsepower of 810. But in actual fact, the Meteor engine on the Tortoise only had 650, so again, it was a very slow tank destroyer. But it wasn't meant to be fast, mainly because it had a huge amount of armour. It was a very heavy vehicle, 81 tons in total, fully loaded. I've actually seen it in been around it, and I was astonished at the size of the tracks as well. They are very, very big indeed, very wide. Yes, he's going to be able to get across there. We're not playing submarines or World of Warships. World of Landships. I guess really the problem with the Tortoise is that if you can get behind one, you can fill it full of holes and take it down. Very difficult to take them down from the front unless you can aim for that machine gunner's cupola, and then of course it is possible. I guess that heavy999 wants to take on that E50 first, but he's actually through the arch. We'll have to go round that way. He's going to get a proximity detection when he goes around the corner, because if the E50 is in the same place, he's going to be alongside but on the other side of the roll. We're not going to get a shot on him. Oh no, just noticed the Heshbon is actually way up on the hill, and I reckon that Heshbon doesn't know we're here. Well, he takes the first hit. High roll for 424. Can't see him now. Firing blind. Of course, if the Heshbon can line us up, he might be able to get an accurate shot and put a large amount of damage into us. Yeah, he's dived into cover. Interesting as well that the Arty is still not able to hit us at this point. Now, I suspect that some of the angles are wrong, and there's the Heshbon again. Nice hit, but it's a low roll, 384. And another, a high roll, 403. One more shot to kill, and he gets it. Obviously, that guy wasn't a practiced Heshbon driver. If he was, he wouldn't have gone down so easily. Okay, there's the Runner Sorrente. Luckily, he doesn't have much in the way of hit points left. Scores are still even, so it could still go either way. One shot on the Sorrente. He puts one through the track. We repair it, and yes, he's out. And oh, blocked a shot from the E50. Nice. One in. A nice bit of ram as well. They just pumped the shells through as though. Oh, we went through the turret instead. And there's the M53, M55. He's loading standard ammo. Well, he went down to the Leopard prototype, and that means now there's only two enemies left. The Batchat 155-55, who I think is down in grid square A2 or thereabouts. Or the Runner Sorrente, the other one. Oh no, the Runner Sorrente's gone. What am I saying? It's actually... Oh, he's actually up the other end. I was completely wrong there. And he has gone down, which means that is the end of the game. And it's a victory. Here's the end of battle stats. And that was an ace tanker game for heavy999 in the Tortoise. He managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a shell-proof for blocking more damage than hit points to his own vehicle, and a fire effect for doing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. He also got a steel wall for blocking the most damage in the game, and a top gun for getting at least 6 kills and his win rate from that game was 7,440, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the Chieftain on the enemy team. He got 6,330 hit points, and he picked up a high caliber. Second highest damage went to the 121B, who managed 5,525, and he got a Confederate. And the Tortoise, well, he managed to get 5,115 hit points, Steel Wall and Top Gun. When it came to kills, yes, it's heavy999, Top Gun, 6 kills. 3 kills went to the Heshbarn on his team, so he was playing it properly. And 2 kills went to the Leopard prototype and the Death Star on his own team, and also to the Chieftain and the Striv 103B on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, it was heavy999 with the best, with 1,581, 1,138 went to the 121B, and they were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000. He fired 17 rounds, got 16 direct hits and 16 penetrations. Damage of 5,115, of which 1,421 were at more than 300 meters. Most of those shots were on the FV4005. He did receive 12 hits from the enemy, 1 penetration, 10 non-penetrations, and 4 hits by way of splash. So you can see the armor did stand up well, and he blocked damage of 3,680 hit points in total. He took away a profit of 75,738 credits for the game on a premium account, 25 bonds, and 4,743 experience points altogether. Yes, it was a good comeback because it was neck and neck right the way up towards the end. The enemy did have some enemy tanks near our cap area at one point, but they kind of let it go away because, after all, that Striv 103B moved into a very good position to prevent any of us stopping or returning to save the cap. But unfortunately, he didn't have the backup to keep him alive. And when he went down, then it was only a matter of driving through the town and eventually finding all the other enemy tanks, wiping them out. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.